What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing analysis on HIMS and HERS stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have several quite interesting news. First of all, I will show you a main news that drive the entire market up. On top of that, I will show you what should you expect next from the technical standpoint from HIMS price action. And I will explain you my point of view on HIMS as a contender to be in your investment portfolio. So guys, and before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. And guys, I made a video on HIMS back in, wait a second, I will show you right here. I made it back in February, end of February of this year, when the price of this asset was at roughly $48.58 and it was in downtrend. Since then, I didn't do any public videos on this asset, but take a look right here. I made a lot of analysis for my private Patreon members, Patreon group, and I expected this type of movement that should land around $57 mark. And guys, we are exactly right here. We had this bottom as our A wave and we are forming the top of our B wave. In just several minutes, I will explain you why I made this prediction. But for now, guys, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And for now, guys, I have three tiers. It is Discord access tier, Safe Haven and Gold tier. And if you want to just be in line with all the latest news and with the most recent actions and potential upcoming actions of the US stock market, it is more than enough to join just Discord access. If you want me to cover your personal position and if you want me to create a plan for you to invest in stock market, Safe Haven is for you. The only difference in between these two tiers is that on Safe Haven tier you will have a monthly 30-minute Zoom call session with me. And the Gold tier is for people who want to take the most from my experience and from my knowledge. And in this tier you will have a 30 minutes weekly Zoom call with me where I will teach you how to beat the market. On top of that, guys, for the members of this tier I will give my personal signals where to enter and where to leave the position. I will do it when market conditions are more predictable for swing positions. So, and let me give you a sneak peek on the Discord group. You can see that I publish a lot of updates on the market, and as you can see, I even make predictions of its upcoming movements. And if you follow my channel for quite some time, you know that I have a very high level of experience in this type of trades. And guys, in this Discord group, I explain a lot to my patrons, and I do a lot of technical analysis on demand on different assets. Here is the general sentiment of the market on April the 10th. Here is INTC, ISRG. Here is JDR, KLB, MSTR, and other ticker symbols. You can see that I do it pretty much 2 or 3 times a week. And all of my community members know how to benefit out of these market conditions. So guys, and what was the reason of this movement to the upside? First of all, I want to pay attention to their earnings report. They beat an expectations on both earnings per share and revenue, and they beat it substantially. And let me show you this article that was published just several days ago, and it's titled HIMS and HERS stock jumps as Q1 sales more than double. Let me quote you just key takeaways. HIMS and HERS beat first quarter profit and revenue forecasts as sales more than doubled. However, the health and wellness platform missed analysts estimates for current quarter sales on the impact of changes with its weight loss treatment and sexual health specialty. HIMS&HERS hired former Amazon executive Nader Kabani to be COO. And in general, their results are quite impressive. As already mentioned, they beat earnings per share by whopping 65% and revenue by 8.8%. But they are still not out of the woods, guys. If you remember its recent major news, they had some problems with their major drug. Let me quote to this. The company announced in February that it would stop offering a compounded treatment containing the obesity drug semaglutide after the first quarter following a Food and Drug Administration decision that semaglutide was no longer in short supply. So they pretty much lost their major product. It is Ozempic, and I have to admit that because of this, this asset lost substantial amount of its value from its highest point at almost $73. It lost about 67%. But guys, since then we have quite substantial movement to the upside, during which this asset gained, wait a second, more than 120% to its value. And you might think that we are out of the woods, but I have some doubts about this. So first of all, I want to pay attention to the consensus analyst price target from analysts, and according to MarketBeats, consensus analyst price target for the next 12 months is set at roughly $37.67, which is 27.62% of downside potential from our current price. According to TipRanks, we have quite similar price target. It is set at $45.54. And yes, in general, more and more analysts reiterated their ratings. They boosted the price target for the stock, but guys, they still have low levels, quite low levels of their price targets. That is why the volatility on the stock might be very substantial, and you can also take a look on the so-called smart money investors list, and right here you will not find a clear trend. Some companies closed their positions. You can see that New Age Alpha Advisors closed it entirely. Goldman Sachs also closed position, but it was a put position, and in general it is quite bullish sign. Other companies reduced its position substantially, and some companies added to their long position, or they opened completely new position. And we cannot identify the trend, and based on this data we cannot clearly say that this asset has a huge bullish or bearish momentum. But if you take a look right here, it is HIMS&HERS institutional ownership. You can see that for the last 3 months it has a quite substantial improvement on this parameter, and this means more and more institutional investors in general want to hold this stock in their investment portfolios. And guys, it is not a short-term trade, it is an investment opportunity for these institutionals. That is why, guys, if you want to enter your long position with this asset, please pay your attention to the technical analysis. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deeper right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, first of all, I want to tell you that this asset, let me show you in details. I have to admit that potentially it completed all 5 waves. This top of the third wave, I think it is not relevant anymore, because we have a breakout below this bottom, and potentially the top of our third wave is right here. This is the top of our first wave. We have some differences in this breakdown. Let me downgrade this scale, and you can see it more properly that potentially the top of our 5th wave is this point. So, and guys, I have to admit that we found, not we, but HIMS&HERS found range of support at roughly $24.44. You can see that it is previous price action that happened back in December of last year and the very beginning of January. And from this point, we have a very substantial movement to the upside. Guys, guys, on the one hand, it could be just a B wave in the retracement, then we should see another leg to the downside. But on the other hand, and it is very indicative sign, we have extremely high volume. And usually B wave is not an impulsive wave, it has some kind of corrective nature. That is why it cannot have this type of high volume that you can compare with any other volumes. It is pretty much the highest volume ever on 4 hours time frame. This means potentially this might not be the top of our B wave or the contender to be a B wave in general, but it can be another attempt to break its all-time high. Is it an all-time high? Wait a second. Yes, it is its all-time high within next several months. And what should we expect next from the shorter time period? Guys, we are forming the third wave because it has the highest volume, as I already mentioned, and potentially from this bottom we might have this type of breakdown. This is our first wave. Second, this entire movement to the upside might be the third wave, then fourth wave retracement, and another leg to the upside. And why I think that third wave is not completed? Let me show you right here. Let me show you from this point on a smaller time frame. You can see that according to Elliott wave theory, we have to have 5 waves inside each and every wave. And for now, we have only, wait a second, I will show you from this bottom, 1, 2, this is internal 3, potentially we are seeking the bottom of the fourth, or this might be the bottom of the fourth wave that was established basically last week, and another leg to the upside that will complete entire third wave on this scale, as you can see right here. Then we might have a retracement and another leg to the upside. And guys, technically speaking, this asset for now is extremely bullish, especially if you add to the consideration that the market in general, because of this news, let me show you it in details. Because of the relief in China and US tariffs war, we might see a huge upside momentum for the entire week. That is why, guys, I think HIMS might complete its top of the third wave, internal third wave. Then it might have a retracement, and with the next attempt, it can retest this all-time high. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag.